Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the People's Proletarian Petroleum Prefecture number 142. 142. Time has come now to allow people to move in on the mountain. We should have all the stuff. Sure. We should have most of the stuff that they'll require. We have a shop, we have a... Yeah, that's about it. We have a shop, we have an airport, we have a kindergarten, we have school, we have a university, we have hospital. We don't have a sport facility, I just came to think about, but whatever. And here it is. It's September. I hope the heating works. Allow citizens to move into this building. How many? We have 300 adults living with the parents. So they ought to fill up pretty quickly. And the various services up here are currently being staffed by the people from down here in the valley via the cableway. So yes. So I'm a bit worried that the bandwidth the way for these people to get to the services area is via this little cableway system. And it's a tiny thing. It only has 11 cabins, and they only take 4 people apiece. So we don't do workers on this. We only do passengers and students. But they're filling up. Not this one though. They're filling up. We see if we take out the overlay here of free flats, for example, we could maybe see how it's doing. Police has not arrived, but the police station is right there. And it should be covered. It is covered. They have fuel. I don't know. School has been staffed. Very good. But the question remains to be seen. Can they get food? They will be without job, many of them, because there isn't that much to do down here. There is, you can work at the school or at the kindergarten, at the city hall accounting office, or as a fireman here. The number of free flats is counting downwards. Have we taken care of all? We've not taken care of all of the adults living with the parents quite yet. But we will. You would want to live here, up in the fresh mountain air and everything, wouldn't you? I think so. Let's check a little bit on the walkability. From this one, you can walk. They can walk to this building, but they cannot walk over here, but that's fine. It will be staffed by people living here. They can't get clothing, they say. But you have to get on this one. Passengers waiting. Students waiting. Not these kinds of students should not be waiting. Yeah, I'm afraid that there is not enough bandwidth on this little thing to satisfy everyone's demands. But they can walk to it, right? Yes, they can walk to it. We'll have to wait and see how this goes. It may be completely terrible. We shall see. There's a little ways to go on this one. Do we have any people? Yeah, we have some shoppers. I've made it to the shop. Food and electronics they're buying. Fetching. Was that it? Is that all the people we got? For the moment, yes, we don't have any adults living with the parents, but people will grow into adulthood from orphanages and other places and slowly fill up these buildings, I think. But this, no, it cannot cope. Unfortunately, it can't cope. Okay, then we need a bus stop or something to get more people. So you can either go on the cable car or on a bus. Later, maybe. I mean, the natural place to have it would be here, but I've just done this in a nice way. Yes, but still, this is where you need to have it. Okay, fine. We do this again then. Remove this footpath. Like so, and to put in a temporary bypass road. Crossing is not allowed. What am I trying to cross? Trying to cross anything. Right, and also maybe, yes, we should also have a temporary bypass here so that people can walk from this place to the shop for work. Yes, and now we can remove the road and replace it with a bus stop. Is that enough? Perhaps. Perhaps. Bus stop. Then this is not quite enough. I can't build it. Ah, you can. You could build. Good. Assign construction office there, and that one eventually too. We need something down here as well. Where do we put that? Here. Here's a bit more space. Yes, here is a bit more space. Okay, you're going to need... People are walking around here, which would indicate that they need to. So we put in a little bit of temporary access for them too. There we go. And remove a bit of the nice lit street here that I put up. Yeah, but I sort of suspected this that it would not be enough with the little cable car going up and down. It is what it is. They can still make it, right, more or less. They might not be able to make it to the kindergarten. Can they make it to kindergarten? No, they cannot. That's okay for the time being. I hope they can make it to the kindergarten in regular cases. Yeah, they must be able to. Okay, see if we put this back to then, as it were, somewhat. Yes, people are making it to the shop, but not enough of them. Plenty of problems here. 5 workers without job, that's okay, as to be expected. 34 citizens were unable to get food. That is not okay. 14 citizens were unable to get meat. That is neither okay. 2 citizens were unable to visit hospital. 6 citizens were at church, pub, Sporting is also to be expected, since we didn't quite put up a sporting facility here. But I'll get around to that now then. Maybe. Yeah, sure, why not? Can we do for residential areas, sport, sauna is a staple. It's what we use, it's what we do. Too close to existing building. Where do we put this then? Need flat terrain. That's where we put that. And put in, it's too steep, you don't say. Okay, yeah, get working on that too. For this to happen in 10 more minutes, I'm going to draw over, notify the affiliates that we are extending this time to see what happens up here. And if we can get some order on it or not. Without job, they're sort of supposed to be. That's part of the experiment here. See what happens when they are without job. There are no students in the auditorium. That might be because there isn't any yet of that age. We do probably have down here though, so we could, if we accept students here, yes, and we only load students with not workers without not workers without education, not students, but children with basic education, workers with basic education. Yes, a lot of people showed up here immediately seeking higher education. Okay, I hope you enjoy it. Maybe we should have a few more cable cars then. Here bandwidth should not be such a problem. This pipe, is that finished or what's going on? No, unfinished heating pipes. Why would that be? Hello helicopters, would you mind do you mind fixing this up or something? This doesn't seem right. Something's broken with this one. We'll have to relay it. I hope it didn't break anything else. No, it didn't. Great. We can do it overground from this point. There you go. Helicopters. Engage. Otherwise, it is finished all the way down to the heating plant, and the heating plant is well staffed. But people not being able to get food is no good. And no culture, no electronics, no pub tavern, no nothing. No. We'll replace this with a bus as soon as they finish the bus stops. You see, we have so many people waiting around here and so little capacity. There isn't anything. 4 passengers is all they do, really. Yeah, that's maximum. Place it with a big cable car thing. We'll have a bus going up and down, and that hopefully takes care of them. It's a bit of a windy road, though. They have to go this way and there, and turn around, and then go back down again, and so on, back and forth, back and forth. Not that many people seem very keen on moving in here. How's the happiness? The happiness isn't terrible. It's okay. Satiation is great. One reported crimes that were not patrolled. What's the matter with you? Why isn't this working? It shows up as green. It'll be fine. Two people have escaped and 2 births. Okay, so we are plus minus naught for the time being. Can we get to this yet? Yeah, with the helicopters we can, of course. Okay, we can employ some helicopters. No free flats in this one. 140 workers without job. 3 children can't go to school. Why isn't there any children at the school? They can't walk to it. Okay. That should be easily manageable, I'd imagine. We just need a crosswalk about there. Or about here. But the teachers make it in somehow, so why no? Maybe not from this building. Yeah, could be. I see we're coming up on 19 minutes here now, but I'm not ready to quit this time because we need to follow up a little bit on this now. We've been building and planning and so on. Now we're going to smell the rose a bit and reap the fruits of our hard labor, or cry because it all went terribly bad. We'll see what happens. But that's the point of this one anyway. Okay, lots of they can't get clothing, they can't do anything really. Just a few of them manages to get place on this. I think since it was such a short route that we'd have a turnaround, that would be enough, but no, it wasn't. 14 people at the shop. Not good enough. 3 guests at the cafe bar view. Good. Them. It's not a bad view at all. Now, should we go with small, quick buses, or should we do large capacity and slower? Sort of depends. Yeah, of course it depends. We could maybe. I mean, look at the topography here. It is quite steep. It is very steep, in fact. There is no way we're going to be able to get the footpath up here. But I'm thinking it might be possible to get like a bridge or something, a footbridge. Oh, we can at least try. But it's way too steep. Too steep of an incline, you don't say. We might be able to get a little bit of a ways here, but we're not getting all the way. Unfortunately. No. We might as well give up on this. Yes, but I don't want to give up on it. Pedestrian bridge, pedestrian overpass. Start with one of these. Here. But this is going to be too steep. It doesn't matter. As you do one of these. Oh, you see, it's too steep. And a hill is causing an obstruction. Okay, can we do something else? Can we get this down a bit? Maybe. Smell the roses, you said. Sure. Pedestrian bridge. It's too steep. That isn't too steep. Okay, so that's the maximum that you can sort of expect. That's nowhere near what we need, unfortunately. Okay, music machine, you're starting to act up. I think the bus stops are done. No workers. Students, yes. Passengers, yes. On this end, nothing. We don't want anyone waiting there. And then we'll take a line, create a new line, and you go from here, and you go to there. We assign this to a bus or two. What sort of buses did we want? These have both capacity and power decently. 2 of those, 3 of those, 3 of those. Now at this place We need to be a bit specific here. You're not loading workers, but that's okay because workers are not waiting there anyway. You load students, but only if not without education, only with basic education, because they have a school locally. Line spacing, sure, that too. Accept them and get going. Could have a ride along, maybe. See how it looks to ride up the mountain. We can take this one that is chasing the first one. And we send you to the other stop, might help with the line spacing a little bit. We do a first person view. Sure we do. It's quite a sight, this bridge, mountain climbing, and the harbors and the ships and the everything. Isn't it? Yes, I think it is, actually. Have a look. I can almost look. When this camera was introduced, it was completely freeform. You could turn it all the way around, and it was also not this sort of laggy, but they have smoothed out the movement of it, and I'm not sure I prefer it. I think I preferred it the old-fashioned way, where it was direct. Yes. It is quite a steep road. In its places here, that's very steep. Yes, and these 90-degree turns we could definitely replace with nicer turns, but not now. Oh, this looks gnarly. But you made it. Great. Good for you. Just ran over a small child there in the middle of the street. Be careful here now. And front collision with the other bus. No one is waiting almost. Just a few people. Okay. It could be more interesting to watch the other bus than see what we got on that one. 45 passengers. What are you seeking? Food is what you're seeking. Yeah, and that's going to be arranged. But you have quite an exciting road ahead. What sort of speed do we get up here? Do we get any speed? 97 kilometers per hour. Oh, it's a bit rough, this road. It's really rough, and it was not easy to get in at all, and that was the best I could do. Right, and there you stop, let people off. Most of them are interested in going to the shop. Nice. This is also doing well. A bit understaffed, but that might be possible to arrange. Oh, you're taking this road back. No, you're not. This road is going to be removed. You're going to have to make a U-turn at the bus platform. Go. And this little footpath is also going to be removed. Thank you. And now we must check this building. Does it have? Yes, it is. It can walk to the kindergarten, and it should be allowable to move in. $156 workers without job. 78 citizens were unable to get food. Not good. We're hoping that those numbers will go down significantly here soon. In other news, how are we doing here? This is almost complete. Almost complete. This is complete. The what should we call it? Airport is also almost complete. I don't know why you're not so keen on doing these bits, but you should. Fuel distribution. Really should put up a tank up here and have that filled. Could even do a pipeline all the way down from the harbor up to here, but that might be a bit overkill. For the moment, we're using the trucks. Okay, if we put on a different overlay and see how the happiness is, 70%. Not great, not terrible. Considering how many people can't enjoy culture and can't get food, nor clothing, nor visit the pub, nor tavern, nor do anything. One thing that I wanted up here, it was like there's what to call it, the opera. It's not to call that, but I like to call it the opera. It's more like the Republic Theatre. Yes, that could be called an opera. If we'd like. Where do we put it? Should be within walking range of the airport so that we can have people flying in to go to the opera if they like. If they don't like watching television, for example. This is a bit overkill with this many people in here. We can turn that staffing down quite a ways. And another overlay that is also interesting to look at and important to look at, just going to get them working on the sauna, is the internal temperature gauge thing. How is it doing? The thermometer, please. Thermometer. 24 degrees. Hot water tank. These buildings, because they are different somehow, seems fine. Oh, I think that we're good. I have a couple of doctors and staffing at the hospital. A bit too many, maybe. You have passengers waiting for going down. What is it that you want? You want to pray. You're not going to succeed. Well, you can just pray wherever you like, but we don't have really churches and stuff like that. But it's not quite necessary to pray or such. You can do that wherever you like. You see. Okay, how are these buses doing now? Are they doing... They just emptied out one. Bus stop. Is the bus stop reachable from all the dwellings? Yes, it is. 42 passengers waiting around. Still a lot of people that were unable to get food and meat, electronics and so on. Lots of people were out of job, but that's the point. But yeah, that's part of the experiment here. See what happens when we have such an enormous unemployment rate. Unemployed workers, 848, half, 50%. Yeah, but we're rich, we can afford it. It's no matter. Really. I don't think. 2 babies at kindergarten, 5 students, 5 children in the school. Good. I'd like to find one of these buses. Is that it, maybe? No, that's an ambulance or something. Yes. Here's one. It's moving very slowly now because it is snowing. 43 passengers. And you're all seeking food. Yeah, you do. This is doctor you want to do too, but yeah, that should be possible. You go there first and then you go to the hospital, and that should not be an issue. Nope. Dum da dum dum da dum 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 ba da bum 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 ba bum dum dum da dum ba da bum 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 dum ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum bum. Fountain is not working in the winter time. Now it's -12. But fountains usually work in winter time too, because the water is moving all the time, so they don't freeze. But I suppose many turn them off and empty them out in autumn. Me, I think fountains are a bit silly. Water spraying for no good reason whatsoever. But that's just my opinion. I do not look down on people who enjoy fountains in the slightest. Just that I don't see the point. Right. Change overlay back to the citizens' living preferences and their happiness. See how it's doing. It's still doing all right. It may also be because they're not working. They don't get that much demand for food, actually. I think that's how it works. somewhat. Okay. Oh yeah, this is keeping up. Very good. Very, very good. And you people, are you coming from... yeah, you're coming down from the valley, where they are happier. In the pollution from the heating plant and in their terrible modern Moscow suburb panel buildings, rather than these old-fashioned big brick houses. Yeah, but they also have a bit more conveniences at their doorstep, which they don't have here. Oh, but this we're not aiming for perfection. We're aiming for something unique and strange, and then I think this qualifies so far. We need an airplane here too, but yes, we can't yet because the airplane parking is not finished. So that will have to be another day that we do that. Boom, 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 boom. Haven't even gotten the gravel in for this piece of road yet. No, it is very slow going in the winter time. Very, very slow going. Also running at normal speed. Should we extend this maybe a little bit so that you do it all the way up there and meet up with the other one? I think so. I wonder how it comes that the snow does not stay on the runway and that doesn't have to be snow cleared. We could have heated runways, I suppose, but then we'd need to have them hooked up to the heating system and they are not. Assigned construction offices. Now this is the only cargo harbor, really. Cargo airport we have, so we can't fly stuff in. Can import stuff? Yes. By the way, from here, where can you go? You can go to all the way to the university and to everything else. And you'll be able to go to the opera too. Fantastic. So if we ever get transporting passengers around between here and Utopia, for example, if you come to Utopia as a passenger, what can you do? Okay, now this is glitched out. I can't click the minimap. Do it the old-fashioned way. Here. I don't think there's a whole lot that you can do. You can visit the hospital, you can visit the heat exchanger and the shop with more heat exchangers. You can't even go to the pub. Not a whole lot that you'd want to do. But the other way around, you most certainly would like to do when the opera is finished. Every now and then, maybe, in any case. (84, 85% happiness). Yeah, these people are reasonably happy. But one thing that is looming is that we're not making enough electronics. Even though I've tried my very best here, the electrical components factory is actually running at 100%. The electronics assembly hall is also running at 100% for the moment, so we have 1.8 tons in stock. But if we look at, it's December this year, we have imported electronics for $113 million. Yes. And if we go back in time, it's no fun to see that. Cement and gravel, I mean, gravel, we don't have any gravel. We need to import that. Food, I suppose, I think that's the safety valve when for järn, when they run out of food and the ship isn't quick enough or something. Cement, not going to build a cement factory when we don't have gravel, I don't think. Not at this point, no. We'll continue buying cement as it is. Clothing. Probably also as a safety valve from yarn. Boards. Why? A mistake, most likely. Wait, this is 20 years back in time. Okay, this is from 2010 and it's 2030 now. Now we're doing quite alright. What have we imported from the east in the meantime? Also gravel, quite a bit. Electrical components, not that much, a little bit. Mechanical components, a little bit. Cement, too. Asphalt. Concrete. Have I auto-built something? I could have misclicked or something. Bricks, steel, a little bit of prefab panels, and a few boards. Okay. This should be running at 100% all the time. If we could get this to run at 100% all the time, that would help. You see, they're missing chemicals here now. Not okay. But I already have the huge chemical plant set way higher than everything else. Can set it even higher then. And the trains, they keep coming in and coming in and coming in. Yeah, I had thought about elongating the trains, but I'm not sure that would do anything. See, this one isn't full, so it wouldn't help. Neither is this one. Wouldn't help to have a longer train. This one is full though. And there are actually 500 people waiting around, so maybe it would not be a bad idea to have a longer train. I mean, we could try. If we do, take a look here at line detail. Do we have this many trains on this? Okay. Send you to the depot. Send you to the depot. Are you going to do this now? Yes, I'm going to do this now. I have to screw the 20-minute rule this time. I just want to play the game and talk about it. For a bit. For a bit. Right, for a bit. For a bit. I don't know if you care that much to wait until these have been unloaded. You are currently unloading, so you can finish that activity. There we go. We can't all get in here at the same time in either case. Gauge rail track further along the way. Indeed. Speed this up a bit. Right. Another passenger wagon, please. Passenger wagon. I don't know, preferably of the same kind that we already have. That looks to be the same. Send you off again. Put on another one. And send you off again. Take you home to depot. Oh, that was a stupid thing to do at that point because you couldn't find your way. Where did that train go? Or you figured it out, maybe. I could have figured it out. What's going on here? What have you gotten yourselves into? What is this? What are you trying to do now? Ah, you're trying to go to depot from a silly place. Don't do that. Go to Utopia train platform and what are you trying to do? You're also trying to go to the depot, but that you should be able to manage that from here. I would think. Why wouldn't you? That feature is always so helpful. We view area where possible issue exists. Right. Yes, there is a switch here, so you can get over on that side and then go into the depot area. Right? There's a tree in the way. You can remove the tree to get a little bit better view on things and then have the semaphores. Yeah, this is you can go any which way you like here. So it really shouldn't be a problem. But okay, whatever. There's still a couple of trains then that are not elongated. And now you have really gotten yourself into a bit of trouble here, haven't you? Yeah. You can actually go. We do this, cheat debugging mode, and we do train route signal maybe, turn that off, yeah, that will allow you to pass through. And let's see now here, you have 3 wagons, you should go into your special one, we don't care about you. Look at the line. Yes, this is very... it's a bit tedious, I know. I'm getting to it. How... You, for example, you have 1, 2, 3 wagons. Not good. You're going to get to go to the depot. And what about you? 1, 2, 3, 4 wagons. Very good. This one, you're also going to get to go to depot. I think it is these 2 that remain. Yeah. So once they've... what are you doing now? Your people went home. They've been sitting around on this train for too long a time. And now what did you do? Why are you doing this silly stuff all of a sudden? This not going to work. But maybe, just maybe, we could send you to the depot from here. Could actually work. Ah, no. Oh, I messed up the trains. I've broken the trains. Severely. You need to be like a couple of meters further along the way for this to work. It doesn't help to turn you around. It does if we move this semaphore here a little bit. And you can roll ahead. And then you'll figure out how to get to the depot. Yeah? There is still plenty of space. Arguably, this semaphore should be like... Should it though? This is yet another one that is too short. No, it's not too short. Is this too short? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not too short. This one then. Yes, you are too short. Okay. Can we get this? Why are you doing that? Stop it. Is it this? I turned on the train route signal. That thing. It giveth and it taketh. Turn around. Oh, okay, you won't. I don't know what to do here. Wait, I can send you to the depot. 1, 2, 3 wagons. You're supposed to go to the depot. I couldn't send you to the depot. Are you sure? You turn around, please. Get out of the way. No, you don't want to. Okay. Because you see you have paused the switch. If you turn around, yes, then you can find your way to the depot. Have I screwed up something here with the semaphores or something? There's a semaphore there, and there's a semaphore there. Oh, it should be fine. It's been working since forever. There we have two trains waiting for yet another passenger wagon. 125 capacity it should have. Come on. Thank you. Go. And go. Was this really what we were supposed to be spending our time on? An hour? An hour? Okay. Yeah, well, I'm staying as long as I damn please here. It's really late though, and tomorrow is a work day. 20 to 2 on a work day. That's not sane behavior. No. No, it isn't. Very much not. There you see 441 workers on that train. Great. This signaling could probably be a bit optimized as well. There's 428 workers on that train. I see the people are streaming in straight into the train. Fantastic, 252. Okay, and what sort of effect have we gotten on the chemical factory? None. None so far, but that might be down to having a bit of issues here. What are you waiting for? Why aren't you going? You should be going. You have a clear track. This maybe should not be a mixed. We put that as it is still red. Can't place a semaphore there. Still red. Goes to this crossing. Doesn't help how many of these I put in. That actually did help. Trains are longer now too, so that might also be part of the problem. Yeah, because you're blocking this one, even though you're not. The train should be able to figure out that I'm going just ahead here. I don't need to worry about what's happening there. And indeed, they don't. Now. Great. It's working now, you think? I think. Except that you're not going. Change that to a regular one. Stopped production. Coal heating plant. Why? Do we want to know why? I don't think so. The production is up and running again. Collision. Trains cannot pass this. Yes, they can. You're coming with old news. It's running smoothly again. This is more like it. 100% production percentage. Give or take. That's what we like to see. Plastics factory also running at 100%. Electrical components factory running pretty damn high. And no electronics in stock. Yeah, but this is the key. Still, even if it is the key, I think we need like a double the amount of electrical components and electrical assembly halls, i.e. one more of each, and also another chemical plant. And I think that a food factory is good for about 35,000-40,000 population. So if we're going to expand the population, which I intend to do, we're going to need a second food factory too, and preferably before it bites us really bad in the behind with famines and what have you not. Now, let's head over to the new mountain town and see how they're doing. 73% happiness. That's not too bad. There's lots of issues. They have lots of issues. Okay, isn't the bus enough? The bus service isn't enough? Must be. Yeah, could you put yet another bus on this? But I'm afraid that will cause them to trigger the line spacing and go very slowly. What if we tried and do a little footbridge here? With getting pedestrian access straight up there is definitely the best way. Hill causing obstruction, too steep, so to everything. Hill causing obstruction or too steep. Okay. We'll take it to there. That's not going to help. Because the hill is causing an obstruction. And we can't hook up a regular footpath to this because it's still too steep. Was there something green? I saw something green. Yes, there is a pixel. Somewhere hidden here. There is a pixel. Then there is no way further. Wait. No. 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 Can we do something about the terrain? I don't think so, because there are buildings and the terrain is already at such an extreme slope. Well, we can try. Nothing's happening. Can we do something about the terrain anywhere? Anywhere at all? No, we cannot. Okay, have to try everything. Here. These buses are not going to cut it, it would seem. Pedestrian bridge, hill causing obstruction, infrastructure in the way, building in the way, that's the pole for that thing. Some other infrastructure in the way. Yeah, but if we land this on the ground, here, is that landed on the ground? I think. Maybe. Yes, it is. So we try and sneak it past. Try and sneak it past here. Like so. Then again. Another pedestrian bridge. Hill causing obstructions. They like to do that, don't they? Pedestrian overpass. Steel. I think that this should be possible to do something here. Angle of connection is to hill causing obstruction. Okay, can we dig out a little bit of the terrain here? Maybe. Just maybe. Okay, now then. Oh. Hill causing obstruction still. Angle of connection too sharp. Too steep. You'll be happy to take it to there, but this is not going to work. Too steep of an incline. Yes. I think I give up soon on this. What about the terrain smoothing thing? No, it's not doing anything. If we remove this, then again, this looks like it should almost just barely be traversable. But it isn't. I think I give up on this now. Yeah, I give up on this now. 1 hour 13 minutes. I suppose we give up on it. Screw all of that. And screw this one too. I have to think about this for a bit, I think. Ladies and gentlemen, this was a long one. Thank you so very much for watching the People's Proletarian Petroleum Prefecture number 142. It is definitely bedtime now. Good night.